What's up, guys? That really gross guy here, and we are back with Minecraft on my custom map. And I have been hard at work. You guys have already seen in the last episode this town that I have put together with the massive wheat farm. And of course, this is right off the main area where we had the other houses and that little underground area, that little outpost area over there, and that little bit over there. So, what I've been planned on doing for this episode was starting on the castle, and I feel like I need to do more with it. I'm not too sure what exactly, but there it is up there, and I like it. I like it. Just like I said, I feel like it needs a little bit more. But here's the path leading out of this area over here. I'm actually going to be working on a shuttle system for the docks, which I'm kind of working on. It's going to expand some more, but I'll show you the docks after a little bit here. But this is so that you can shuttle all the goods up, and eventually they'll be stored. Actually, what I'll show you right now is they're actually, all four of those tracks are coming from four of the different docks, and they're going to come up through here and kind of be in this little outdoor work area. And I'm going to put a door in just opposite of this door right here, and kind of going to be like a loading bay, and inside are all the chests that you guys have seen in the last episode. But yeah, so I'm going to clear out this whole area and get that done once I get those tracks completely finished and ready to go. But here is the path on the way over to the castle, and what you would do is basically take this path from town and you'd head up this way. And this is going to be the first little section of the castle, which is kind of like an outdoorsy area with a couple little shops and some little dwellings for the people that live here. So immediately when you come up here, you are greeted to the left with this little shop, which has melons and some hay, some pumpkins, and these other things can kind of be some other different types of goods. Use your imagination, maybe like some lemons or some grapes, I don't know, but I kind of threw some different textures in there to kind of get a feel for kind of like a shop itself. And of course, like I've been doing with all my shops, it's almost like this is the little shop area, the counter that you would shop at. I'll put a villager in here. Here's a little entranceway for the villager or whatnot. I'll probably sneak a chest in here somewhere. Maybe I'll sneak it right there for the shopkeeper or whatever. And then immediately to the right is like a cloth shop for like cloth, so you can make clothing or whatever. So basically what I kind of have it set up is, that's actually a button, but I have it set up with some wool, and makes it look like it's a spool, like there's like layers and layers of cloth actually wrapped up, and it's on like a spool or something. And you'd come over here and, you know, choose a color and pick up some cloth for whatever you are putting together, knitting, whatever, for the locals. But yeah, since it is a pretty cold area, it's actually getting to be nighttime. But yeah, so kind of a cool little shop area. You can see the overhang. This one has the white and blue overhang. Pretty cool, pretty nice. And then we'll go up here because these are the couple towers. There's a chest right there, but there's a couple towers here. So this is the first tower, which is kind of set into the wall. That is kind of like a little bit of an overlook, but it's kind of just set there for the cosmetic purposes of fulfilling this outer wall right here. So that's pretty cool. Here's the second tower, the third tower. But if you were coming down from here, I don't really have a door right here because the way the staircase is built, but you'd come around the outside and then you have yourself the staircase that winds all the way up to the top. So here is your second tower, and the same thing basically goes for this one. Set up with the snow obviously coming down at a certain point in the castle and covering some of the towers up. But yeah, basically similar idea right here. And then these are the dwellings, so I kind of have it set in like like this has been around a while. So I'm thinking about doing some of that too with the castle itself, is adding in these textures to make it look like the castle is old and aged. I don't want it to be too crazy because I want this to feel like this has kind of been, they kind of let it go and kind of let it fall apart over time. But they should be doing a lot of upkeep on the actual castle walls and stuff. But I will do like some cracked ones here or there, and maybe some mossy ones, maybe around the grass, just because of the natural organic feel. But yeah, so these are little dwellings. Each one of these will potentially house a bunch of different things. Very small dwellings. These are basically for some of the poorer people that look after the castle. Maybe some of the soldiers live in here, and the couple shopkeepers. But very small. I'll put some beds and some chests and whatnot in each one of these, just so that it does have the aesthetic feel in it. And yeah, pretty small, pretty basic. You need to get a couple torches in these, just to be careful. But yeah, so that's that. So if you were coming out of this direction, which I showed you, actually, let's put some torches up here real quick, because I already hear some bad guys somewhere around here. So we'll do that. Actually, we'll do this and this. Something like that. I don't know. But that lights it up. That makes it a little bit nicer. Should probably get some torches up here to stop some mobs from spawning, just for now. I'll get it situated a little bit more. Maybe put some glowstone up there hidden or something. I don't know. And then this is the second path up. So you'd follow this path up to the more noble, where the king is, where the throne is. So you kind of wind your way around the outside of this giant cliff, this almost isolated area where the castle sits. So you'd wind yourself through here, put a torch in here just to be safe. Yeah, so then you come around this side, and then this little area is almost like a check-in. They want to make sure that no one is getting too close to the throne without being inspected. So you kind of come in here. There's this little area, and then you kind of have this area where you're forced to kind of walk around. Would be like, in case you're holding weapons or whatnot, you kind of have to be checked if you're a soldier or not, or just a commoner, I guess. And yeah, so then you would come in here and you'd walk your way up, and then to the right over here is actually the lookout area of the check-in area itself, which also allows for a little staircase to this area, and that goes in a little bit further, which you will see here in a second. But yeah, you walk in up here, and then this would be the second story, which I kind of just showed you. We need some torches. Alright, so then you would walk in here, and then over to the left we have our another tower, which we will kind of just float on up just to save a little bit of time. But yeah, we're up in this tower, which is right here, all fantastic on the outer edge. And then this open area is where we were just standing and walking up the stairs. I wanted it to feel very open, like a courtyard kind of feel. I want to add more detail in here as well. Maybe put a couple little dwellings in the walls, maybe here or there. Kind of build up this dirt over here or something so that I can fit a dwelling. Maybe fit a dwelling in here. But yeah, and then you walk your way up, and then here's another area so we can have some soldiers patrolling the top side of the walls in the castle, just like that. And then up here where we just walked, if you walk straight on ahead, this is the throne room. And I don't like this throne. Because I had it set up to be a little bit of a cool open entrance and it's double wide, the throne kind of has to be double wide, and it looks terrible to me. I wish if I could have it single, like a single seat for the throne. It's just so much more I feel like you can do with it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll change that up. I don't know. I kind of regret the way I went about entering this area, but I didn't want this also to be a tiny little path either, because like it's a throne room. It needs to feel more spacious and like noble. I don't know, but so that's that. This is the. I really don't like the building itself that much either, but it is what it is. This is my first castle build that I have. This is the first castle I've ever built, ever. So I think it came out really good for like never doing it before. I built the towers and stuff, as you could see, and I kind of figured out how to kind of layer it and create a little bit of depth with the towers. But I never actually like I built this into the mountain. Almost none of this mountain was formed to fit this castle. It was pretty much all there, and I just built the castle into it, and I think it worked out really well. In fact, some of these areas you can kind of see, I make it look like they built it. Literally, it was like just an addition. They built it onto the mountain instead of, because I kind of want to fix like this area. This looks like they just plopped it on a thing of dirt, but I want it to almost feel like it fits, like it's crammed in and like molded to the mountain itself. So this little bit right here kind of adds to that. The little areas where like the building is blocked by the stone and all that makes it feel like they worked with what they had. I want to do a little bit more of that as well. Maybe I can do some here and whatnot, but at the moment that's what I've got. That's pretty much what I've worked with. Oh yeah, the docks. The docks are down here. Pretty basic. I wanted to do some more epic docks, and I'll probably add on to it, maybe create like a marketplace-y area down here or something that we ship goods into, or maybe have like a canal that we can transport goods down the river or something like that. But is he literally just wearing gold boots? That's so funny. What are those? But anyways, yeah. So those are the docks for now. Those will be expanded shortly. But basically, the ship would basically come through here. I might even be able to build a boat. But they'd come in here, dock or whatnot, and then on the way out, they would turn out here and head out this way. There used to be a giant island here. You can kind of see, if you look real close, I had to put a bunch of dynamite all over this island. It was about that big, and I blew it all up. And then I had to blow up a large area of this island and dug a little bit of that island and also rounded that one out. I may even go further because that's really narrow. But the way the water works in this game is kind of goofy. So, but yeah, I'm going to create some more when it comes to the docks. But lastly, like I was saying, we kind of have this little area where we push that and it would send the cart on its way. And these carts meet up in a central area, which is where all these different individual things. So basically what they would do is not fall in the water, and they would put all the goods onto this cart and send the cart on its way, and the cart will flow through here, being powered by all these rails. And this is the area that I showed you earlier. Yeah, these will all move over to the warehouse, so goods can be shipped and moved around and distributed if necessary. But basically, as you can see, that's where I've stopped. Go. Oh, I've done that before and it made it, but I'll have to fix that. Put another rail in here somewhere. I'll just power this one up double. Double up the power on that one. Triple up the power. I don't know. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. I'm going to cover that up a little bit more with this so that nothing can fall down on the carts and mess those up. But yeah, that's what I have at the moment. Like I said, for my very first castle build ever, I feel like it came out pretty good. I still want to modify it a little bit, but I think that looks great. It's going to be a survivor map, like I said, so that'll be cool for anyone that is willing to download when I set it up for download, to just basically just go to town on it, take it for what it is, and maybe just loot the castle, take all the goods and stuff in the castle and in the town, and just go build your own place, or use the place to build something unique or something like that. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a thing for you guys, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and yeah, until next time, guys.